preppers and mutual assistance groups or tribes. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today we're going to talk about that. The video is me. I'm going to be talking to you while I'm weeding, helping out a fellow tribe member on their homestead in their raised beds. They got a lot of animals. It's pretty sweet. If you saw yesterday's video, I kind of did the panoramic view of their area and talked about it a little bit. But today we're just going to discuss a bunch of different things, talking about tribe, OPSEC, building those relationships. So it's a very important topic. We cannot get through this by ourselves. So stand by. So while I'm sitting here weeding, we can talk. There's some things that are very high priority and importance for me as a prepper. And one of the highest priorities is establishing, building, growing, and bettering my tribe. Because we're going to come to rely on each other someday. Well, not that we don't already. As you can see here, helping out, doing things. The more we can do now to establish these relationships and these bonds, doing things for each other, helping each other out, being there for each other, is very important. I'm trying to weed around this strawberry here, trying to save what I can of their strawberries. So I kind of see where the strawberry is, and I'm just trying to grab all the clover that grew up around here. Taking care of your stuff is important because you avoid a lot of extra work like this. Not knocking them, they get busy, stuff like that. They're working, running all the other homestead for animals and stuff like that. That's why it's good to have help and friends. So yeah, I can't even, I don't know, I can't even express how important tribe is. I know a lot of people talk about it here on YouTube. I just don't know how many people take it seriously and actually do what it takes to really build it. I know for a lot of people, finding it is the hard thing in the first place. And I get it, it is difficult. But in today's day and age, with everything that's gone on, it's got to be a lot easier. You got to get out and try. It's so many more people now get it. I'm not saying the majority of people get it, but a lot more people now get it. So we got to get out there. We got to talk to people. We got to, have conversations, start random conversations with people in the store. I did the other day at Walmart. I was there and looking at the peanut butter section was completely wiped out. And I get it. Part of it's because of that recall on Jif. And then people hitting the other brands hard. But it was completely wiped out, like zero. I think there was there may have been a jar or two of the all natural peanut butter that, a lot of people don't like, they don't want because it doesn't taste as good as the ones with all the sugar and crap in them. Get it, but, I mentioned, I was like, oh, there's a guy sitting there looking at it, kind of laugh, snickering, and I said, oh yeah, I guess peanut butter is the new toilet paper. And he laughs, and this little bit older lady said, yeah, that's why I can. And I was like, hey, all these prices, these shortages, and she was like, oh yeah, it's gonna get, and I said, and it's not gonna get any better. She's like, no, it's not. And so we had a good conversation there. Should I have pushed the issue and been a little more I guess, obvious as far as prepper and, you know, preparedness, and mention the web, you know, the YouTube channel here or the Patreon or anything. Yeah, maybe I should have, but I didn't. I just, you know, I told her, I was like, it's funny because what used to be called common sense, this is what I said to her, I said, what used to be called common sense is now called being a prepper. And she said, yeah, she laughed. She's like, yeah, I never knew I was a prepper. And I was like, yeah, it's true. It's just the way it used to be. Now it's a common term to describe, to me, people that have common sense. So if somebody is not a prepper, does that mean they don't have common sense? Well, it means that they're not awake to what's going on in the world. That's for sure. Found another strawberry in here. It's got to be really careful. Try not to tear up their strawberries and stuff in here also. Yeah, if we can't find people and have conversations now about preparedness, then we're never going to be able to. I mean, more and more people are getting it, more and more people are seeing. We have to put ourselves out on a limb sometimes, though, and, you know, talk to people and about these kind of things, because it's going to be important. You never know who could be your tribe member. You never know who could become your next best friend. Ah, I found that taproot. Ah, yeah, these things are difficult to get out. If you don't get out there and try, there's so much you can talk about, even in the grocery store, anywhere. Say you're at the shooting range, say you're at church, say you are at a park hanging out. I mean, I met a subscriber the other day at the park because I was wearing my Bear Independent Unafraid shirt. Love that shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. I love that phrase, unafraid. That's awesome. And guy walked by and he's like, oh, hey, another fellow bear supporter. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I've been following him for a long time. I'm like, cool. He's like, yeah, back in the Texas days. I'm like, oh yeah, back in the Squid and Bear days, because I've been subscribed to TJ since, I think he was under 1,000 subscribers. Now he's like 150,000 subscribers. Amazing success. But anyway, and so I told the guy, I'm like, yeah, and, you know, he's, we talk about prepping a little bit, and I was like, man, you're disappointing me. He's like, what? I'm like, you don't know who I am? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I can't place it. I'm like, I'm asymmetrical preparedness. And he's all like, oh, yeah. He's like, I've seen, yeah. He's like, I haven't watched like all your videos, something like that, but yeah, it was funny. So, you know, people like that. I got his business card. He's local. Maybe we can start talking. Maybe we can start building a relationship. I get emails all the time, regular basis. People that are local. You got to go through that vetting process. I understand. It's difficult, and especially when you're reaching the point where you're giving out more and more personal information. It is difficult to do because you don't necessarily, especially me as a YouTuber, I don't necessarily know who these people are. You know, a lot of people, when they watch YouTube, because I know this happens because I used to do it, they feel that because, just a minute baby, they feel that because you know, they watched all your videos and, you know, they feel this connection to you, like I've felt to other YouTubers. But that YouTuber doesn't know you from anyone. And so it's not saying you're not a good person. It's just, it takes more time, especially for somebody like me, to put myself out there and to vet these people and to bring them into tribe. Also because it's not up to me. It's up to my tribe. We all decide as a group who comes in and, you know, what, obviously starting outer circle, working their way into inner circle. Everybody doesn't have to be inner circle. But like I said also, yeah, it's not up to me. And a lot of my tribe are wary also because the nature of you know, prepping and everything. So they're wary, especially of, knowing that I'm on here and just having random people, of whatever value system, whatever their agenda is, coming into our group. But that's why it's important to have that, this kind of the circles, the outer circle, where like maybe you have a meetup like every month at a random location, not one of the group's properties or houses or anything like that, but a neutral setting. And then you can, if you're worried about it, you can have the situation set up where like you leave first, or your tribe leaves first, and they stay there, so you're not being tracked, maybe, unless they have accomplices. But that's a whole nother ballgame. It is difficult, I get it, but we got to put ourselves out there. We got to at least try. Be careful, be smart, but we got to build tribe. Anyway, I'm going to get back to weeding, and I'll talk at you in a bit. All right, the importance of tribe. Very, very high in the list. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, me just sitting there weeding. I get it. Now I'm back here on my homestead, and you see a bunch of logs I got actually from them, and I'm going to be, this raised bed you see right here is going to be continued on. These are 8-foot logs, so about 16 more feet. So the this raised bed will go all the way down to about right down there. And there's a bunch of cardboard that's going to go down, covering up all these weeds first. That will be the project and topic of another video, maybe tomorrow's video, I don't know when. Got to put all the logs together, kind of show you guys how to build it. But remember, take every opportunity you can to build tribe. Very, very important. Difficult, yes, but very important. Don't miss an opportunity. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.